A ceasefire agreement between Israel and Hamas came into effect on January 19. The agreement is divided into three phases, aiming to establish temporary peace and facilitate the exchange of hostages and prisoners. In the first phase, that will be lasting 6 weeks, a complete ceasefire will be implemented. Israeli forces will withdraw from populated areas of Gaza. Hamas will release several hostages, including women, children, the elderly, and the injured. Israel will release hundreds of Palestinian prisoners. As of the first phase, 3 Israeli hostages, including 25-year-old Romi Gonen, 31-year-old Doron Steinbrecher, and 28-year-old Emily Damari have been released. Israel has freed 90 Palestinian prisoners, mostly women and teenagers. Israeli authorities have warned against public gatherings. On the first day of the ceasefire, over 630 trucks of humanitarian aid entered Gaza, with at least 300 trucks heading to the northern region where there is a risk of famine. Palestinian prisoner Nail Barghouti, who has been imprisoned for 44 years, was also released. Over 90% of homes, schools, hospitals, and mosques have been destroyed in Israeli airstrikes. In the second phase, remaining hostages, including male soldiers, will be released. The remaining Israeli forces will completely withdraw from Gaza. Both parties will need to agree to a permanent ceasefire. Negotiations will take place to further clarify the terms of the ceasefire. In the third and final phase, reconstruction plans for Gaza will begin. The bodies of all deceased hostages will be handed over to their families. The Palestinian Authority, PA, is preparing to take control of Gaza to facilitate reconstruction efforts. The PA aims to provide essential services such as healthcare, education, water, and electricity in collaboration with international partners. The PA has expressed interest in overseeing Gaza's governmental affairs and humanitarian aid management. Despite initial delays in the ceasefire, aid is reaching Gaza, providing relief to residents. Negotiations for the next phases are ongoing. International mediators are closely monitoring the situation. Gaza's reconstruction and the return of displaced Palestinians remain major focuses. This agreement was mediated by the United States, Qatar, and Egypt. Qatar and Egypt have established a communication hub to address potential issues related to the ceasefire. The Qatari Ministry of Foreign Affairs spokesperson highlighted the challenges of maintaining the ceasefire. The international community is also closely watching how both parties adhere to the terms of the ceasefire and how this agreement will restore peace and order.